Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. Alhamdulillah, we've reached our 16th roza and the 16th session, and Allah ka shukr hai, He's giving us the strength to keep going, and the focus of like constantly pulling ourselves closer and closer to Him through whatever it is, inshaAllah, that we are doing together. So today's name that I got guided to is Ya Kabir. It is the 37th number, and what I did in my WhatsApp group today was a really special thing. One of this beautiful woman said something about how she goes through her books, when I share a name, and then she goes to check the same name's meaning in her book, and it expands her consciousness. And so I thought it's such a cool idea that we all have different books, different mediums where Allah teaches us and guides us. And I got super excited reading her comment, and I said, oh, you know what? We need to start sharing that meaning of one name of Allah through the different books that we have, or we are, kind of in touch with, or get more meaning into the group, so that through the day we have all these different perspectives of the same name, how different people are seeing it, what they're writing about it, and how we can bring it all together by the exercise today that I will be sharing, inshallah. So a couple of people, actually 5 people, was it 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us gave like a little image and a screenshot, and they took pictures from their book, whichever book they had, and sent through the description of the name. So, and I've written it down here that whoever sent what, and I'm going to read a little bit of what I received from them, and then I'm going to read the one that I have from my book here. So what I received was, for Ya Kabir, is everything is teaching us about you. Allah is letting us know that wherever you look, whichever direction you go, either you look inside the soil, you look at the tree, you look at the branches, or you look at the leaves and the flowers, no matter where your eye goes, under the ground, on top of the ground, beyond the ground, all that you see is, Alhamdulillah, Him. Ya Kabir makes Himself visible. Then the other one was, Allah's greatness is self-evident. When we have to ask that who the artist is, like sometimes we go somewhere and we eat some really good food and we say, oh my god, who's the chef, let me just go kiss his hand. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, oh my god, they're so good. Or the artist, like you go in awe of the artist. Like Allah's work, every creation has a signature of perfection in it. So we don't need to ask who the artist is, but rather we know that everything that is created on this planet is by Him, and so everything automatically is raised to the level of greatness because it is created by Him. So nothing on the planet, and you know what, I actually have to make a confession here, because there are some animals which I really struggle to love, and I'm learning to love, like a cockroach or a spider. And I kind of always had this thing like, why Allah, like why? And so when I'm thinking about Ya Kabir, there's a purpose for their existence, and their purpose is as beautiful as their existence itself. So I might have choices of saying, okay, this creation of Allah I am like eek by, but Allah does not get eek by that creation. That is who He is. For every creation, you can choose to like or dislike. You can choose to like or dislike an experience, but it is coming from Ya Kabir. So if you lose a family member to death, or you lose your relationship to divorce, or you lose your child, or you lose your money, or you lose your job, whatever it is, or you gain something, your daughter gets married, or you buy a new house, every gain and loss is an experience that He gives us. Who gives us? Ya Kabir. So if Ya Kabir is the greatest of 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 all, then how can what He gives us to experience, to see, to know, to be, to whatever, how can that be not as great? So every loss then becomes great. Every creation becomes great. Every gain becomes great. And when we start connecting, hang on, everything is great. Losing a friend, gaining a relationship, losing money, gaining money, finding a job, being removed from a job, every single thing becomes great. Because you see, Allah, who created this whole universe, is the greatest of the greatest of the greatest. So whatever He will create is going to be equally greatest of the greatest of the greatest. So all your experiences, everything, you and I can judge it like, oh, something really good happened, oh, something really bad happened. But in reality, the one who gave it to us could not have given it other than it being great. And greatest of the greatest of the greatest, not just like great, like something happened to me is not great. Like if I had a divorce, it's not just great, it is incredibly great, because it is coming from whom? The one who only gives great experiences, the one who only creates great creations, the one who only gives us great emotions. So rather than judging ourselves for our lives, you start looking at it through the eyes of Ya Kabir, because he is incomparably great. Like there's no like, okay, the Christian God or the Buddhist God or the Hindu God, like we make them all sit in line and say, okay, you know what, in comparison to you, Allah is great. Okay, in comparison to you, Allah is not great. There's no comparison. There is no comparison. Like you cannot say, oh, Allah is this and I am not this. Even you are not this does not exist in front of Him. Your greatness, no matter how great you think you are on this planet, is going to be that what is of going to be of this planet, and of going to be whatever caliber a mind can perceive or a heart can imagine. But Allah is beyond your mind and beyond your imagination and beyond your understanding. And that is like your greatness can be conceived, like can be perceived, can be understood. You did something and you were given greatness, like an award or something. Shah Rukh Khan's coming to mind, like he's amazing, like he gets the award and blah blah blah. But that greatness, it's still going to be a human greatness. Like there is no comparison at all. Like I don't even want to say, oh my God, Allah is way better than that great, because there's no comparison to Allah's greatness. And that's when we kind of humble ourselves that yes, we are beautiful, we are capable of doing great things only and only because He created us to do great things, because it is that He gave us the strength, the understanding, the courage, the willpower to do great things. Because without His being Ya Kabir, we couldn't be anything. We've been basically nothing, right? And that's a beautiful way of saying, okay, hang on, my beautiful being is a gift of Ya Kabir, and so I accept myself fully for that. What He creates is always going to be amazing, is always going to be great, is going to be incomparable to anything else. And that is when we like really truly, we can never understand Allah's being Kabir, because that's why it says it's incomparable greatness to or vastness, and it is beyond our mind and mind and time and space and all that. So it's so important. It says Allah's greatness is self-evident. We don't need to ask Him, oh, how long did you take to do your painting? Oh, what colors did you use? It's so evident, like everything is perfect. Why do you need to ask a question? It's so beautiful. Can you not enjoy that, what He's created, for the beauty of that, what it is? Like rather than saying, analyzing it, oh, Allah did this, so then my life turned like this, and then it became like that, and then that's why my face is like this, and my nose is so fat, and my hair is like curly, and all that sort of stuff, like blah 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 blah. It's like, that's just noise. That's not music. Music is when you're just talking about Allah in zikr. You're saying He's incredibly Ya Kabir. That's it. Like there's no comparison to Him, for He is Ya Kabir. Oh, it's just suddenly just a wave of like peace went through my head. Then another friend sent another one and says, knower of the seen and the unseen, the greatest and the highest. And it's from in Quran, it is 13 and verse 9. This is like the knower of the unseen and the seen, the greatest and the highest. You see, he knows that what is within us, He knows that what is around us, He knows that what we need, He knows that what is not good for us, He knows, full stop. He knows. He is Ya Kabir. He knows the things that we say. He knows the things what we ask. He knows the things that we don't even ask. Isn't that just the most incredible? Sometimes we don't even know what is wrong with us and we're sitting there crying. Something like a couple of days back, I was just sensing this collective energy. And I was like, what is happening? Why am I so irritated about something? And then it hit me that, hang on, I'm feeling a certain emotion. I'm just going to allow myself because Allah wants me to feel this way and I'm okay with feeling this way. And once I accepted it, I kind of moved on with it, going, okay, now I understand why Allah would make me feel this way, because I needed to just kind of slow down and calm my nerves down and trust that it will all work out. And that's the beauty of being human. We're not going to know everything that we are going through, and we're not meant to know. And I'll read the text later on, where when you do the artwork, that I will share something that's really profound. And I had written this, like, good Lord, I don't know what year was it in. Funnily, I don't have a date and time on this, which is amazing because I never used to like write the day or the time for those names that I did. But anyway, more on that later. But then the next one, there's a friend of ours who is in Alhamdulillah Medina, and she sent us a picture from there, and the number that she sent was number 4. There's another friend who sent another text, which is, he who is incomparably great, his essence is unimaginably great perfection. So in this, what we can really see is incomparably great. Again, the same thing, you can't compare his greatness. Like, you can try to understand people are great in the worldly plane, and they will only be great to a certain limit, and that certain limit is very much imaginable and understandable. Like, they work hard and they got it. But when it comes to Allah, there's no imaginable. Like, your brain actually does not have the capacity to understand his greatness, and that's the beauty of it. You're not meant to. If you were, Allah would have made sure that you did understand his thing. The reason he actually doesn't want you to really grasp his vast greatness is so that you're always in awe. It's like, Allah, my God, it's him. He knows it. He knows it. And that gives you so much peace. Like, he knows it, so it's okay. He knows it. He knows it. Or if you don't know it, that doesn't really matter, does it? Because he knows it. And he is your Malik. So whatever he does is going to be absolutely perfectly beautiful. And it'll be just the greatest choice of all. And then it says here, his essence is unimaginably great perfection. So not only that he is great, he is unimaginably great perfection. He is so perfect, like so perfect, that our brain cannot even imagine how perfect he is. Like, we can imagine a flower being perfect. We can imagine a lion being perfect. We can imagine our own selves going, wow, I'm so amazing. I am perfect. Whatever. Not in arrogance, but, in contentment towards Allah. You can be all of that. But you'll only understand it from the eyes and the mind and the heart, and it'll make sense. But Allah's perfection and greatness is beyond your senses, beyond your mind, beyond what you can grasp. Like, it's beyond. It's like such a mystery. And it's almost like how we only know him through that what we see and we feel through our senses. But can you imagine that all that we don't know of him? We only know, like, just a bit, like, just through dunya, I mean, it's a vast dunya. We don't know it all. But what I'm saying is, it's still to the mind, it's still imaginable, right? Okay, I see this and I can connect to Allah. But he is beyond this world, like beyond time. Like, you could just get the vastness of his, like, you might be able, like, you can't, I'm sorry, you just can't. And so anyway, coming to that, and then I'll read my own description, which is, Al-Kabir is incomparable greatness or vastness and unrestricted expansiveness. Like, it's so big. There is no restriction. It is not a comparison. I love this. I love this, not comparison. Like, we put things in line, we try to make sense of it, and whatever the hell. He doesn't need to be compared. He's not compared. My words are not coming out. I hope you get it. It is a state of beyond the boundaries of time and space. You see, time and space are the two things that matter in the 3D world, where we're able to grasp matter, to see, to understand. He is beyond your time, beyond your space, beyond your understanding. He is beyond you. Al-Kabir is the infinite presence of Allah. Infinite. And you're going to be like awestruck when you really find out that today's number we got is connected to Al-Kabir through the messages that these people on my WhatsApp had sent me. The number I got to is actually connected to Al-Kabir, and none of us knew that it would be. In the text it says Al-Kabir is the infinite presence of Allah, always present, regardless of what time, what place, what age, what sex, what gender, what country, wherever. Allah's presence is always there, which includes what we call presence and absence simultaneously, meaning what you see and what you don't see, what you know and what you don't know, what you see, seen and the unseen. It is beyond expansion and contraction. It's not dependent on you seeing him or not seeing him. He is always there. It is not enough to say Al-Kabir is the biggest, the greatest and the beyond. Language is inadequate for such realities. So poets endeavor to use finite images to describe the indescribable. Al-Kabir is like an ocean without a shore. Just the thought of that, ocean without a shore. The vastness, your heart just expands knowing that you belong to something, someone who is Ya Kabir, who is ocean without a shore. There is no ending to his beauty, to his perfection, to his love, to his compassion, to his forgiveness. He is without a shore. There is no limit. There is no end. There is no beginning. There is just beautiful ocean of openness, of vastness. He literally expands your chest. And if you can just breathe in, breathe out, just acknowledging that you contract and you expand, whereas he is full on expanding, like Al-Akbar, as in the often repeated phrase Allahu Akbar, shares the same root as Al-Kabir and essentially has the same meaning. Al-Kabir refers to the infinite nature of God and is so vast it is beyond the rational mind's ability to comprehend. Like your brain cannot analyze and understand who and what Ya Kabir is. And you know what's beautiful about that is you're not meant to. Because if you were meant to comprehend Al-Kabir, then he wouldn't be Al-Kabir because you would have worked him out. But you're not meant to. Your brain doesn't have the capacity, it doesn't have the brain cells, and no matter what your ego says, ooh, I'm so close to Allah, ooh, I understand Allah, ooh, I know who Ya Kabir is. He's saying I am this. Your brain will understand 2% of what I am based on what you see and feel and sense me through whatever creation I've given you, but all that you see is going to give you the understanding of Ya Kabir, and maybe that what you don't see, that you feel, okay, yeah, that's going to give you, but I am not just this. I'm not just this. I am beyond this. So yes, you will understand, maybe you will understand, maybe you won't understand, but there'll be a limit to your understanding and grasping of Ya Kabir, but he is beyond what your brain can even comprehend. Like, oh my Lord. Even what we see and know, we always forget. And reading the names of Allah, I go on to the next one, I forget the past one. When I go to the next one, I forget the last one. And you have to like keep repeating, keep reminding yourself who Allah is, to purify yourself, to keep your connection, to keep your communication. And he's saying that this is only like 2%, maybe 1%, or maybe 1.1%. like 0.01%. He is beyond that. Suddenly you're just like, okay, I'm only going to be able to understand this much, and I'm only going to be dealing with this much. He is so much beyond me, and alhamdulillah, he gave me this much, like to understand 0.01%. Alhamdulillah, ya Allah, just that is a blessing. It is a gift that I can know that you are Ya Kabir. Just the fact that he's telling us I'm Ya Kabir, you're not gonna ever get me. What means is he's trying to let you know that focus on what I'm giving you, focus on creation, focus on what you can get to know me through, but understand that only a limited version or limited understanding you will grasp of Ya Kabir. Beyond that is going to be beyond you. Right? So don't stress about it. Don't like say, oh, I didn't get to know Allah, or don't kill yourself over it. He's saying, I'm Ya Kabir. I'm always going to be that which is beyond vastness, beyond incomparable, beyond unrestricted, like I'm expansive and all that. So your mind might not be able to grasp me, and that's quite okay, because you weren't created to. And so you kind of come into like very forgiving sort of go, hey, okay, I tried, but okay, I'm going to keep trying as much as I can. But I understand there is going to be a world beyond me that it's not going to make sense to me. And I love the fact that I don't know everything, and he knows, and that's enough for me to know. So invocation of Ya Kabir is a remedy for being imprisoned by limited mental constructs. You see, we start thinking in little, we think of ourselves as this little tiny person, right? We are a creation of that who creates perfection, who is great, who is vast. So when we call upon Ya Kabir, we're saying, Ya Allah, make us be able to show ourselves and the world and become great, connected to you, connected to your being Kabir. Give us that strength, that courage, that clarity, so that we too are able to rise beyond this world in whatever way that you allow us to, so that we too can experience, being a creation of Ya Kabir. So you can never become Ya Kabir, but you can call upon this attribute to open your chest, to vast your, expand your like soul, to like leave the body and kind of say, you know what, I am one with all that there is. And so that's Ya Kabir helping you. When you call upon this name, he will help you with limited mental constructs, what I kind of like limited self-belief, like I am this and I am that. You're not this and you're not that. You are the most beautiful creation of Allah, and he loves you for that what he has created, and he sees no faults, no mistakes in his creation, for he creates with beauty and perfection. So don't try to like construct yourself by what your mother has told you, what your husband has told you, what your children has told you. You have to really connect to Ya Kabir with the understanding he is letting you know, I am the creator of all of this, and all of that what you can see and beyond what you can see. So understand, I create with great perfection. And so you start valuing yourself and start living with purpose, for that's what I've created you for. Go out into the world, call upon Ya Kabir, and I will give you the feeling of being limitless, of doing whatever it is that you want to do, and I'm going to take care of you by telling you who Ya Kabir is. Because it's kind of like he's got your back, and he's saying, I've got your back, and everything in the back is taken care. Go and make your artwork, and everything that you need, like your colors, your paints, your paper, your whatever it is that you need, I'm providing from the back. Don't worry about it. You go play in the studio. I'm going to be like, whatever you want, I'm just going to provide you. Don't think you don't have this, or don't think I don't have this, or I don't have the talent, I don't have the money. Stop saying all these things. Stop restricting your brain. Say, you know what, I've got Ya Kabir, all my needs are met, everything is going to be provided for me, because Ya Kabir, he's got me, I have no problem whatsoever. And then it is Ya Mutakabbir. Ya Mutakabbir, from memory, I think is about that he is telling you he is vast, and he opens your brain and heart to the vastness of his love. But Ya Mutakabbir, I think, is the one who actually takes you to that path. So it's kind of like the road. Yeah. Al-Mutakabbir is the path to vastness, an ever-expanding cosmic wave, removing all boundaries. So this is really lovely to shatter obstacles, things that stop you. So Ya Mutakabbir is that, and Ya Kabir is that. Now you see here I said Al-Kabir is the infinite presence of Allah, right? Infinite, what number do you think of infinite? Yes, number 8, right? And so here I was. I don't know if my screen shows it or not. So I went on, like, these are the people who sent me the messages, and I got their numbers out from what they gave me. So this is my number, this is the numbers I got. When I added them, like all the numbers that came through, I added and I got 8. Woohoo! And then I said, okay, hang on, what's the date today? So when I added our energy, like the people of my group energy, to the number of the date energy, I got 17, which is equals to 8. So he says infinite presence of Allah. Infinite presence of Allah. Infinite presence. Like, so from any book that we picked, any book that came, brought us the message of Ya Kabir, the number of people that brought in the message of Ya Kabir, everyone that came together, the date, randomly today was the first day that I did this, and I've never done it before. So he is letting us know how synchronized we are and how loved we are by connecting to him. It says infinite presence of Allah. So through the different places that the name, the information came in my WhatsApp group, and when I added all the numbers, it came to 8. Now connecting to the name, it says infinite presence of Allah. So all of these people who came together to guide me, to inspire me to be doing this session, is the infinite presence of Allah around us, around me, that is coming from infinite resources. So one is in Canada, one is in Europe, one is in Pakistan, one is in India. I don't know where they are, I'm just saying, right? They could be on any platform, any place in the world, but when we did the maths, we got the number 8. And so it's so profound. Like, to some it'd be like, oh hi, it's just a coincidence. For me, it's like, no, hang on, there is no coincidence in my Allah's world. This is Allah showing me that the love that we are sharing with each other is infinite, and it is not the love of these people, it's the love that he is sending to us, and we are on a certain path to him, to expand our consciousness, to connect to him on daily basis, to be reminded of the creative power that we are born in, to connect to our feminine energy, to make our masculine energy rise, to be one in our whole selves. And that's the power of, creating art as ibadat with me. Now, if that's something that you'd like to do, you can go onto my Patreon. The sessions are all available there. They are really, really high level, very profound, high vibrational courses. Like the sessions, it is not for everybody, and I've come to understand that it is only Allah who will choose for you to open the doors of my sessions, if he chooses for you to come close to him through this medium, because not for everybody, and that's quite okay, because Allah has to open your heart to go towards that, what if he's calling you. But if you don't, then that's also a choice that you will make when the time is right, or not. That's totally up to you. So now, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I get so excited when I hear these like synchronistic moments, like number 8. Today I'm like really like high. So just a center dot, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm using a small paper today only because I want to do the 8. I'm going to create a horizontal line. Now number 8 is, we all know what number 8 is, right? It's a movement. It goes like, it's the flow, right? No matter where you are, no matter who you are, number 8 will always remind you of infinity. Infinity means that what goes up comes down. That what goes down comes up. That what goes up comes down. That what is down comes up. Nothing ever remains in one place. It is constantly moving, like Ya Muqaddim and Ya Muakhir. We did that, I think yesterday, I can't remember now. Anyway, he creates the steps for you to move forward. All you have to do today is move your hand and listen to the sound of number 8. as he says, you're not going to be able to understand everything, but this is happening within you, in your own body. The masculine and the feminine are merging together to create a union, to come to life, to serve their Allah, to know that they were always meant to be together. The oneness that carries within us, as it comes together, the vastness can be felt, the expansion of the soul, the connection of the divine, the love of our Creator, the presence which is infinite. It's never ending, it never stops. It goes up, it comes down. When we are up, He is with us. When we are down, He is with us. Just hold your pencil softly. Try to be gentle with your movements. Try not to rush the process. Allow the aid to evolve. Let your hands keep moving. Your Allah is with you, Ya Kabir. Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. There are no words needed for to write this name, because this name is beyond your mind, beyond your heart, beyond this world, beyond time, beyond space. So try to just channel into the sound as it makes you feel. Listen to my voice, connect to it. Allow that to be your guide, your teacher, your helper, your friend, your lover, whatever it may be that you want to call me. It doesn't matter what label you give me. It's all going to be that what is connected to your Allah. For I am not that what you think I am. I am that what Allah wants me to be in your life. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is no me. There is no nothing other than that who He is. He is the one guiding our hands. He is the one helping us breathe. He is the one connecting us to the number 8. 8 is the number of infinity. Infinite. His love is vast. Your soul is expansive. You are connected to Him from the inside out. All that you see is Him. All that you feel is from Him. When you connect to Him through your emotions, you heal your body from the inside. When you see the creation of your Allah on the outside, you heal your life from the outside. All that you see is healing. All that you feel is for your healing. Try to connect to His name and start saying it in your heart, in your head, and if you can hear it loudly, that would be incredible. Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. Go up, go down, go up, go down. Be slow, be consistent, be positive, be present. Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. 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 Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir, 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 Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. Keep your eyes on the paper, relax your shoulders, be still in your being, and Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. Imagine the movement of number 8 within your body. Your energy is moving. Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. There is no right, there is no wrong. Change the direction when you feel you're ready to balance your logic, to balance your intuition, to balance your intellectual intelligence and your emotional intelligence. Change the sides as many times as you want to, but keep the flow going. Try not to stop. Just enjoy the way your hand is moving and being held by your Allah. The infinite presence of your Allah's love, the great love that He feels for you, the greatness of your Allah is all around you, through the stars, through the birds, through the seeds, through the trees, through the leaves, through the flowers, through the fruits, through the taste that you have, through the warmth that you feel of the sun, the beautiful moon that you see, the night sky, the blue of the sky, the pink of the sunset, the waves, the sound of the waves. Everything and anything is a representation of your Allah's love for you. He created this world so that you could be reminded of Him through all that you see. He created all the emotions inside you so you could feel them and come closer to Him. Connect to Him, communicate to Him, and call upon Him, for He alone is always listening to you. He alone is loving you. He alone is speaking to you. Can you hear Him? Are you able to connect to Him? Are you making time for your Allah? Are you able to be in His presence as much as He wants to be in yours? He's thinking of you, for that is why he's calling you towards him. When you are thinking of him, remind yourself that it is first him who thought of you, who allowed you to think of him, for that is why you are thinking of him. He is Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, 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 Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. Words and languages are for those to make sense of the time and space and the 3D dense world, physical, to make sense, to explain, to analyze things. But when it comes to feelings, when it comes to such a beautiful name of openness and vastness, words come short. You can't explain that what Ya Kabir is, but you can still try and feel a little bit of who he is by just letting go of the need and desire to hold on to words, but just the feeling of number 8 that never stops. He is with you when you're up. He's with you when you're down. He's with you when it's dark. He's with you when it's light. Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Mutakabbir. Keep your hands gentle. Keep them moving. Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. Try to take a nice deep breath in, relax your shoulders, just be still as much as you can. Keep your eyes on the paper, be present. In the present, you have your Allah with you. As you're hearing me, He is with you. As you're speaking His name, He is with you. You are in the act of ibadat when you are fully present. There is no past, there is no future. That who you are is the love of your Allah. Connect to that love, connect to Him, connect and call upon your Allah. He is always listening. Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir. Let go of all your responsibilities. In this very moment, all where you need to be is where you are. All that you need is always provided, for He is protecting you, He is guiding you, He is healing you, He is holding you, He is loving you, and He is sending you all that you need. Have no fear, for where there is fear, there is no love. Have no fear. Understand that all that is happening is for your good. Know that whatever He does is always going to be for your highest good. Know that whatever is unfolding in the way He wants it to, and in the way that He is going to be best for you, in the time that is going to be good for you. Change the direction as you please. You can do it frequently or you can do it slowly. Ya Kabir. Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. Lose yourself in the ecstasy, in the moment. Let go of your mind. Stop thinking what it's looking, how it's looking, what's happening. Nothing needs to be known, for all that is in the unseen is felt. So allow yourself to just keep your hand moving, keep in the flow, and start saying Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya 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 Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. Relax your body. Go into a zone, understand where your body is hurting, where you're sitting, how you're sitting, where the tightness is. Relax yourselves completely. Come into the present moment. There needs to be no stress. Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. He's holding you, He's guiding you, He's healing you, He's helping you. Allow Him to be your first priority. Connect to Him, communicate to Him, be in His presence daily. Everywhere you go, He is with you, He is listening to you, He is watching you. Talk to Him daily. Talk to Him in every single second. Talk to Him like you've got a best friend talking around you. He is always in communication with you. Stop. Make time for Him. Make Him your priority. Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Takabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir, Ya Kabir Ya Mutakabbir. Keep your hands soft, keep your pencil light. Don't drag the pencil. Understand the process of creation needs to be done with compassion, love, flow, presence, consistency, reliance, and beautiful compassion. Love that what you're doing. Love being yourself, for you are as great as He is choosing for you to be. You are beautiful, you are real, you are connected to the one who is all. Ya Kabir, Ya Kabir, Ya Mutakabbir, 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 Ya Kabir. Takabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir. Kabbir ya mutakabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir. Kabbir ya makabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya makabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir. Ya kabir ya mutakabbir 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 kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir kabir ya mutakabbir ya 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 kabir takabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir kabir ya mutakabbir ya kabir ya mutakabbir. If you feel like going on, you can. As this video ends, you can continue doing this. My pencil guided me that I need to stop, so I'm going to stop, but I'm guiding you as you go on with this. Go into the zone and remember He's holding you, He's guiding you, He's helping you, He's loving you. Be gentle with yourselves, be kind to your heart. Think of the moment you're standing in front of your Allah and He's holding you in His arms, kissing you on your forehead and telling you what a beautiful journey you've had on this earth. He loves you for all that you are, and you are beautiful, for that is how He sees you. I love you. Take good care of yourselves, everyone, and inshallah I'll see you again. If you enjoyed this video, this exercise, or anything that I have said has resonated with you, do like, share and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of it, because when you leave me a comment or let me know what you feel of the session, it helps me engage with you, pick up your energy and connect with you. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, you can let me know. You can book me for a one-to-one session for spiritual healing if that's what you want, or join me for my Friday sessions, 11 a.m. UK time. I look forward to connecting and creating with you. Sending you lots of love, light and peace. I love you. Take good care and I'll speak to you soon. Allah Hafiz.